Hey everyone, Amos Johnson here at Pastoral Church for Entrepreneurs. What I want to talk about in this video, this pastoral chat, is to talk about your dating relationship if you're a single believer. Does your dating relationship affect the calling that God has given you? And I got this question from this Parentpreneur Foundation. It's a community that's hosted on Mighty Networks I'm part of. And one of the members of the community, she heard one of my videos, and I was talking about how marriage affects your business. So if you're a Christian entrepreneur in your marriage, if you got a rocky marriage, it affects your business. It kind of destroys the anointing for business success. And she was wondering, does this same thing apply in a dating relationship? So here's my thoughts on that. It depends on if you have a healthy dating relationship or an unhealthy dating relationship. A healthy relationship in terms of dating is a relationship where both parties are dating with the purpose to discover who should be their lifelong marriage partner. They're not really just dating to have fun, right? As a pastor and somebody who's counseled entrepreneurs for over a decade now, I've found that a lot of people are in these dating relationships, and these dating relationship has no destination. They're not heading anywhere. They're just involved. They're just entangled, and it's going nowhere. An unhealthy dating relationship like that, that's going nowhere, does entangle your emotions. And if you get physically involved sexually with the person, it entangles your body. And now what you're doing is you got an entanglement on a spiritual level and on a physical level that you shouldn't have with somebody who's not your spouse. And the conflict that creates a drain on your creativity. It creates a drain on your anointing for success that can actually hinder the things that God has called you to do in business. And so when I counsel people and they've been in these 9-year, 3-year dating relationships, I have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. I say, hey, where's this relationship going? Is this going to marriage? And if it's not going to marriage, what are you guys doing? You're just holding up somebody from their future spouse, right? You're holding your own emotions hostage. You're holding your own creativity hostage. So as I was thinking about this, in 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul says, the unmarried person cares about the things of God so that he can be pleasing to God. And so when I interpret that through the lens of Christian entrepreneurship, if you're a single believer and you're not married, your focus is on building the call and the business that God has given you. But if you're in an unhealthy dating relationship that's entangled your emotions and even it entangles your physical body, you've entangled yourself in something God hasn't called you to be in, right? And since you're entangling yourself in something God's calling you to be in, you create a distraction. And that distraction will affect the success of your business. It will cause you to kind of feel fuzzy about hearing God. It will cause you to not know which way to go, right? We're not talking about salvation. You're not going to lose your salvation if you're doing certain things you know you shouldn't be doing, but it does create a blockage, right? It's almost like there's blood in the body that's flowing through the veins, but an unhealthy dating relationship creates a blockage that could create a heart attack that could stop the success of your business. So my encouragement to you, if you're a single believer and you know you're in an unhealthy dating relationship, I'm going to give you some hard advice. I think you need to wrap up that relationship and move forward. If it's not geared and heading in a direction towards marriage, and both of you guys, just be honest with yourself, you know it's not, I think you should wrap that up and just get a clean break and move forward so you really can be with the person God has for you. You can clear up that creativity so you can be focusing in this season of singleness on the thing God has called you to do. Now, if you're in a healthy dating relationship, which means that you're not having physical contact with a person, you guys both feel like you're dating to determine if this is a viable marriage, then that can add to your life and add to your creativity because you're doing it in a healthy way.